Andy Murray versus Carlos Alcaraz. Andy Murray beats the Wonder Boy Carlos Alcaraz in a 3-set thriller. Exciting match. Great stuff by Andy Murray. He lost the first set to Alcaraz 5-7 after having a 4-1 lead, 4-1 game lead. He kind of choked that away, and good job by Alcaraz fighting back, winning that first set. And honestly, after seeing Andy Murray kind of lose his composure against Casper Ruud in the San Diego Open, where in the second set it looked like he wasn't trying. It looked like he kind of like let the defeat of the first set get to his head. Even the commentators were saying, like, is something wrong with Andy Murray? Why does it look like he's kind of defeated? He's not moving the same. He's not, playing the points as he was in the first set. And to Andy Murray's credit, he finished that second set against Casper Ruud in the San Diego Open in a way better fashion. He made it competitive. It looked like he might even win that second set and force a third set. But I thought he was going to, get down on himself again at the Indian Wells after having a 4-1 game lead in the first set and losing it 5-7. I thought that could be in the cards where Andy Murray just, kind of punishes himself. It's not there mentally. It just kind of checks out for a little bit. And in tennis, that's all you need. If you check out for like 1 or 2 games, like that's it. Like you get broken, and it's hard. It's so hard to, get that break back, and it's just tough. So I was kind of worried watching the match. I was like, how's Murray going to react to losing the first set? And he showed up. He responded like the former number 1 player that he is, winning 6-3 the second set, winning the third deciding set 6-2, and just looking like kind of like the old Andy Murray. He had great court coverage. He was able to, win those long rallies. He was able to play, great tennis, and it was exciting to see him play at that level. And I'm rooting for Andy Murray, man. It's always great to see Andy Murray playing at a great level. He's one of the class dudes on tour. Everyone likes Andy Murray for the most part. Even like a player like Kyrgios always has good things to say about Andy Murray. And speaking of Kyrgios, it was great to see Andy Murray do the underhand serve. I know some people at Indian Wells that were there on court 1 booed him, and they don't like. I know there's, some people that, or maybe even most of the people that don't like that. I think it's like unsportsmanlike conduct, or it goes against, the code of tennis, unwritten rules. But in my opinion, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's not illegal. If your opponent is like 5 yards behind the baseline, why not do an underhand throw and push him a little bit inside? It's a good tactic. Obviously, it's a good tactic if you have a good server, and you want to, give yourself a little more time to return the serve. Like, obviously, you're gonna, stand behind the line like a good 4 or 5 meters. Nothing wrong with that. But there should also be nothing wrong with the person serving, hitting an underhand, punishing you for being so far back. I don't know. I don't get some tennis purists or some traditional tennis fans that think it's a terrible thing to do. Andy Murray defended it afterward. He said it was like a smart tactic. I completely agree. I think it's part of the game. I never really frowned when Kyrgios did it. I applaud Andy Murray for doing it. I like how the commentator said that it was brilliant. It's brilliant by Andy Murray. So I'm on that crowd. I think obviously you can't be doing that all the time, because you could get, it's not a tactic that you'll use all the time, but great situation to get the game. Andy Murray, like, it's crazy that he did it. It was fun. It was like a wow moment. Tennis Channel, Tennis TV, everyone shared that. Everyone was sharing that clip of Andy Murray. I think it's fun, man. It's good. It's good TV. It's good entertainment. Shout out to Andy Murray for, bringing some entertainment to the tennis court. And I think it's all good. I don't see a problem with it. I like it. But back to Murray, to defeat Alcaraz, who made it to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open, who's regarded as one of the players that's going to be, challenging for Grand Slams. He's going to be, taking the reins as one of the, elite key marquee players in the tennis world. To defeat a guy like that with a lot of energy, with, a lot of spirits. He looks like he belongs already. For Andy Murray to beat a player of that quality with that speed, with that energy, I think it just goes. It's gonna give Murray a lot of confidence in his comeback. It's gonna give him a lot of confidence to go deep in this. Even in Indian Wells, he has Severev next. Severev is gonna be the heavy favorite, but I like what I'm seeing from Murray lately. He beat Alcaraz. In my opinion, he should have beaten Tsitsipas in the U.S. Open. He had a competitive match against Ruud in the San Diego Open. I think Murray has looked pretty good, pretty decent. His court coverage is getting better. He's moving pretty good. He has a metal hip and he's running all over the court. He still has, he plays good defensive tennis. His serves are he could get them going. I like what I'm seeing from Andy Murray. I hope he goes deep in this tournament. Obviously, he has Severev next, so that's going to be hard. It's going to be a tough draw. Zverev is one of the quality players on tour, and I think Zverev has the chance to go all the way. So it's going to be a tough matchup for Andy Murray, but overall quality win versus Carlos Alcaraz, especially after dropping the first set and being up 4-1 at some point in the first set, losing that first set, and being mentally there, being physically there to pull out the victory. Just very impressive stuff by Andy Murray, and I think this is just another chapter in Andy Murray's comeback, and this gives me hope that we're going to be able to enjoy Andy Murray for the next 2-3 years, and hopefully he's able to go far into these tournaments, and I'm super excited to see him against Zverev. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this match? What did you guys think about that underhand serve? Was it wrong? Is it right? Should people stop tripping, or are they right? Like should that not be a thing in tennis?